Happy Friday, fam. We are here, we are live, and we've got quite a bit to talk about today. We're going to go over what I think is going to happen next with Bitcoin. We've got Gary Gensler exiting the building early, it seems. Very spicy, very nice. We're going to take a look at all your favorite altcoins, and we're definitely going to take a look at my favorite altcoin. You know what it is? Been making some, I'll be honest, just making me laugh on Twitter, and I love this little rebrand thing. So let's jump into it, guys. Smash the likes and subscribes. It's time. Real quick, spent all morning working on the connection. Everything was good. Really quickly reset the software, and now it's crap again. So we're gonna do our best. We're just gonna push through here. I think we can do that. I can do it with your help, with your power. So let's start. Let's start this way. We never start this way anymore. We usually just jump into the charts. We could do that, but let's make it a little different. As you guys know, no surprise, I love Litecoin. And for the last 5 years, people have given me a little bit of crap about it. Understandable. I don't judge you. I don't criticize you for it. But recently, seems they've gotten some new management on their Twitter account. Not only did they follow me, showing great judgment, but dudes, like, you don't have to like Litecoin. You don't have to buy it. But it's been cracking me up, man. Where is this? The first post sent me just like friggin' dying, man. Let me show you this. So, first of all, it's all meme. It's just meme oriented. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. Look at all the posts. They haven't posted like this since, I don't know, like 21. Here we go. It started with this. Due to current market conditions, I now identify as a meme coin. And it's just blowing up, dude. I don't know who's on this account. Whoever it is, you are a Chad. Like, absolute Chad. Like, the next post, new slogan. Everyone can enjoy this, even if you don't like Litecoin. I need a new slogan for my transition to a meme coin, so I've come up with Take the L. Bro, as a long-term Litecoin holder and supporter, Take the L is so fitting. I can't even, like, describe what might be more fitting than that. Holy crap. Anyway, I don't want to bore you about that too long. We are going to look at the chart, but let's get into the other stuff as well. Let's start differently. What's popping today? Kind of seems like a lot of the previous cycle coins making moves out of nowhere. Algorand. I don't really even know much about Algorand, but the chart was pretty crappy over the last few years. Today, putting on a 24% gain. Cardano is absolutely blasting. Absolutely blasting. None of this is an endorsement of any of these. I'm just going over the tops, and like, we're going to look at all these charts. XRP changing from stablecoin to maybe not a stablecoin, reaching the better part of $1 today, man, at 87 cents. Holy crap. Brett, Arrow, Goat, whatever that is, Mog, H-Bar. Like, look at these names. Who here has these bags? Any of the bags I just mentioned, and has been holding them forever. How are you feeling right now? And the last stream, I told you guys, the biggest mistake you can make in a bull run in crypto is to look at your bag you've been holding, say, man, that hasn't moved. That's right, you guys have. I know, you don't even want to know my pain. The biggest mistake you can make in crypto is to look at your bag and say, holy crap, everything else is pumping. I've bet on the wrong horse somehow. I've seen people do this every cycle, and it always ends the exact same. What they do is they say, I bet on the wrong horse, and they jump into whatever is pumping, right? Something's up 100%, 200%. They jump in at the top. Basically, maybe they see it go up a little bit, and then it either goes sideways or starts selling off. And what always happens is, like, the minute they do this, their coin starts moving. So if your coin is moving today, the one you've been waiting on, tell me. Tell me in the chat if it's not moving. Tell me which one it is. Maybe we'll take a look at it and we'll send it some good vibes. You just grabbed some ADA BTC because of the month of green dot, bro. I tweeted about ADA BTC because what a chart. Oh my, what a chart. We're going to take a look at a bunch of these. Let's jump into some of this stuff. Fear and greed, chilling at 80. That's some extreme greed. Do you feel greedy right now? Honestly, I don't. Maybe that's just it's an internal feeling. Wow. I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about. I don't know about how well you can see it, but right here, right? This is supposed to be 6,500. And I did a fix earlier, and for an hour before the stream, it was sitting perfectly at 6,500. Then right before the stream, I realized, oh, I have the dual stream up. I don't want to do that. I canceled it, restarted, and now it's just like struggling to stay at 5. I don't know. YouTube just doesn't want us to have a pop-in stream, I guess, but we're gonna keep going anyway. We're not gonna let that stop us. Ton, Chin, Shib, Compound, pump BTC. We're gonna pump BTC. Don't you worry. Gold. Is gold really back to 2,000? Wait a minute. Gold futures at 2,000. Did I miss this? Oh, hold up. This is. I thought gold was a little bit higher than that. Maybe spot's different. Nah. Okay, those gold futures. Certainly gold is taking a beating, and maybe we called the local top on that. That's a break in market structure. That is actually very ugly. I guess futures for gold trade lower. I wouldn't know. I'm not a gold man. I'm a Bitcoin man. It's a much better type of thing. Are you feeling greedy though? I don't feel greedy. I'm certainly not feeling extremely greedy. I'm feeling very little. I'm glad. I've been in a good mood ever since I got back from Dubai. The conference was amazing. It was a lot of fun. I haven't slept at all. You guys, have you slept at all? I've slept no more than 3 consecutive hours since I left for that trip. If I'm lucky, I'll get like 2 of those in at night. I don't know. But I've been feeling good in the morning, so I'm not going to complain. This doesn't seem to reflect sentiment, in my opinion. I've had a lot of people text me and say, should I sell my Bitcoin now? I've waited forever. Should I sell it now? I've had no one reach out and say the classic bull run, what should I buy? What should I buy, Tom? What should I buy right now and become a millionaire tomorrow? None of them. It's kind of weird. Definitely kind of weird. Welcome back. Welcome. What's up, Derek Merrill? I'm back, baby. Funding slightly bearish, just slightly elevated, not really concerning in any way. Honestly, we would expect to see this pump up a lot higher by peak bull run. Easy peas. Super charts, just running through some stuff here. Here's what is very interesting to me. Open interest, man. Open interest. What's going on with open interest? I think this could definitely be viewed as a good thing. I don't know. Do you think it's a good thing? Open interest remains very largely sideways, despite really high volatility. We'll look at the volatility here on the corn. Very high volatility, yet open interest remaining very, very sideways. Roughly the exact same as maybe the entire year. You would think that that would be at least kind of like reflective of an up or down move, right? Bitcoin has blasted from the 70s. No, really blasted from like the 60s all the way up to 90K. Here we are sitting. We do not see a crushing amount of open interest at all. We see a very regular amount of open interest. To me, that means this market is not overheated yet. And more importantly, we're talking about this before the run. This rally so far is not fueled by perps, not a short squeeze, not like a temporary bump. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling very good about this rally. That's all the like little stuff I want to jump through. Let's jump into the actual charts. Where's my charts? There we go. Close this. Put that up here. Let's go into some corn. But what are you guys doing? How you doing? Learning with Aaron. You're in all those, bro. I feel you, man. I feel you. I have held some bags for longer than I would like to admit. Probably keep on holding them. At this point, it's like if they're not up, I don't know, man. I feel like the second I sell them, they're gonna move. Cardano going crazy. Yeah, we're gonna look at that. Bitcoin largely sideways. Our last TA right here. Let's face reality. In the live stream, we did nail the local top. 93.1. We nailed it. How did we get it? We used the only tool that we really can use when we are at new prices. That's the Fib tool, baby. Fib tool coming in very nice. 95K still, despite all the hype, still kind of my year target. I know it's maybe difficult to imagine, and it is even for me, going through the rest of this month and into December and not breaking 95K. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic or not bullish enough. Funny to say about me. But still kind of my upside target. There's just so much game theory around it. It's the perfect blue balls for the bulls. It's like everyone's looking at 100. We get close. Maybe we don't get there this year. We absolutely are going to 100K in my opinion. Could be this year, but it is inevitable. We're going there. But I'm just thinking from where's like the pain here, right? Bears absolutely wrecked. I don't think that they get a chance to get back in. We can take a look at the previous bull runs and kind of the vibe that maybe we should expect, but haven't seen. Actually, I'm going to pull BLX up for that. We're going to do that in a sec. That'd be a good exercise today. I wanted to do some Bitcoin versus other stuff charts because Bitcoin clearly at an all-time high now versus the dollar. Doesn't matter how you cut it. The factor in inflation doesn't matter. I remember back here in like the 70s, people were like, oh, well, Bitcoin's still actually under its all-time high if you factor in inflation. Maybe it'd be a good exercise to just try to find charts where it still isn't at all-time highs. I know one off the top of my head, it'd be Bitcoin NVIDIA stock, right? That would be one. There's probably more, but that'd be kind of a cool thing. Maybe we'll do this too. Let's do this too. We're going to take a look at the top down. We always got to do the top down. We got to warm up. We got to get our thinking caps on. Let's get rid of these. Do a little bit of this. Here we go. Looking at this low time frame on the hour right here, looking extremely flaggish, which honestly makes me a little uncomfortable. You guys know how I feel about flags in crypto. They don't tend to work out. They don't tend to really play the way we want them to. If this market is going past 100K this year, I would expect it to just break to the upside out of a bull flag. If we're doing the 95K dance, probably get a sweep of our lows and then a move to the upside. This would look very good, very normal for me. The takeaway there for trading, maybe don't look to max long right now. Not like max long with high leverage or something like that. Remember, we have moved up a lot, and we're going to look at this next. In the history of bull runs, there have been liquidation events, big wicks, basically punishing the late longers. And you don't want to get caught. The last thing you want to do right now is to lose your stack right before everything gets very insane. That's pretty sexy though. I like that. That is very clean. Originally, it would have been done this way. Kind of before this low here today, we probably would have looked at it this way, and that makes me less comfortable, or maybe more comfortable. I don't know. Right here. I'm going to add both these trend lines. There we go. That looks pretty good. We're going to zoom out, baby. Zooming out quick here. On the 6 month, I actually have not looked specifically at the 6 month in a bit, and I'm glad I looked at it. Look at these beautiful green candles here. Little concerning. January 20, or at least the last bull cycle, we saw 4 green 6 month candles. We're on 4 right now. We only have a month and 17 days to go. That would end at the end of the year. That's a little concerning. That's weird. January 23. Why does it look like that? 2. Okay, I see why. Because we started these greens early. Since 2023 started, we really only went up. We closed only green candles. That makes sense. That makes total sense. I was having a little stroke there for a sec. Kind of looking at the previous, this is Binance, and we'll have the whole history soon, but looking at Binance for just the last cycle, 3 green years. Closing out our second green year here, we're already up 112%. If you mirror that back to 2020, exactly 4 years ago, we had a much bigger candle, 301%. But that was followed by a tiny 2021 candle. And remember, this is where retail jumped in. We had the big expansive candle, then we had the tiny end of bull market candle. I am very pleased that right now we have 600 viewers and not 6,000 viewers, right? Grandma's not here, your mechanic's not here, the Uber guy wasn't like, you watch Tom Crown? Because when retail jumps in, tends to be this little guy, tends to be this little thing. Let's go down again. Can you imagine shorting this? We broke all-time high in the halving and then just barely retraced. And now we're breaking out. Man, this is A lot of people have drawn this, but that is a very classic cup and handle. I think you could also look at this as an inverse head and shoulders, right? Invert the chart, give it a neckline of some kind, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This has all been here. It was confirmed, I'll say, on this month, but this has all been here, man. This has not been a mystery. This has been very much in the cards. That green dot on MarketCipher at the start of November. Imagine shorting that. That's wild. That is wild. Let's get out of the week. I hear subscribers. Spicy. What's up, Marcos? Marco. Vargas. Learning with Aaron. What's up, bro? Victor Pofo. RJ Mood. It is a mood. Hong Fam. Kieran Patel. What's up, friends? How y'all doing? Okay, let's go here. Boom. How did we get 90? How did we get 93.1? Like, how did we get it? Yeah, from just very local move here. From the hourly. That's why we couldn't find it here. Using our fib tool for March to summer's low. I see no reason. If you're freaking out right now, you're like, oh, Bitcoin stopped moving. Is it never going to go up again? Is this like another bull trap like in March? I would say it's not impossible. I don't think it is, but it's not impossible. It would be incredibly weird to me. I almost would refuse to believe it if we didn't hit at least 95,000 before any kind of real retrace. I think that that is the area where shorts that got trapped from March are all the way down into summer. I think that's where their stop's going to be. I think a lot of bears probably in the mindset of, all right, if I'm stuck in the short, if we go to 100K, that's probably when it starts going crazy. So they probably positioned around like 95,000, something like that. Just front running that 100 mark, thinking that somehow that will save them. If we do get a retrace, dude, I love all these subs. What's up, bros? Noman, Matthew, what's up, bros? How y'all doing? Happy Friday. If we do get a retracement from there, we've talked about this. This would be the clean and probably too clean to expect. I think this would be too kind of easy, too good to be true. At the same time, a lot of this bull run has been too easy and too good to be true. So take it with a grain of salt. If we saw a return or a retracement from 95K, if we just blast off into space, 73.7 is the obvious place to look, right? I would argue maybe 71.2. We didn't really see a back test of 71.2. I'm not being bearish. We're just kind of revolving around reality right now, right? What kind of retracement would that be? 22%. If this is your first bull run, you might think, no way, Tom, that's way too much. Like, Bitcoin can't do that. We're going only up now. It's the bull run. 22% would be a very mild pullback in the history of Bitcoin bull runs. Very mild. Maybe the most mild. Let's take a look at that. That's what I wanted to show. Let's go back to just the originals, right? Even in the very early days of Bitcoin, you can see its, I'll say proclivity, its behavior of having these flash crashes. And this is obviously from lack of liquidity. This was a very different beast back then. Liquidity is probably Bitcoin is the most liquid asset on earth now. Back here, very little liquidity. But you can even see it dumped before hitting its first real high. From that first real high, it had quite a pullback. Let's see. 49 cents down to 14 cents, 70%. Wild. Ran up to $1.11, pulled back to 58 cents, 47%. Again, look, illiquid, makes sense. Rallied up, entered the bear market, okay? Broke all-time high, entered its, I don't know if you call this a second cycle. This is kind of one jumbled cycle. But all-time high, spent what, a year here? What was this? What was this pullback? 80%. 80%. Rallied again. Entered bear market. So this is the one that will look more familiar to a lot of you. And this is the best example that I wanted to use. This was clear bull. We're talking 2016 into 17, blow off top. On the way up, after the all-time high had been broken. These might not look big, but these were big. 40% drawdown. Didn't stop the rally. Let's see here. 40% drawdown. Didn't stop the rally. One more. 30% drawdown. Didn't stop the rally. That is a lot of pullbacks. Again, Bitcoin then still not as liquid as it is now, could be a characteristic of that. But these are what we probably should expect. Maybe not 40%. So let's look at the most recent one. A lot less pullbacks. This is kind of where I am on this cycle. We do have pullbacks on the way up, but they are much more muted. They get bought up quicker. I wouldn't be surprised if we get red candles in this bull run. But even in the last cycle, man, look, that didn't work. Even in the last cycle, 30%. A lot of you, almost all of you probably, were in crypto at this point from 41, 42K down to 28, a 30% drawdown, right? Right here. That was very recent. Bitcoin was rather liquid then. You could argue this is another one. I don't know what the percent is on it. I don't think I've ever even measured this. We're going to get into alts next. Don't worry. This is just a little learning lesson. 25%. You could argue this whole thing is a pullback because it did hit a higher high after. Probably not as good of an argument. Now, it doesn't really fit the same way. 55%. We still hit a new all-time high after this. Enter the bear market. Kick off. Here we are. So right here. What was this? 32%. Ooh. 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 32%. That actually matches pretty well with early 21. And the whole long-winded story here was, if we go to 95, could we pull back to this previous high? 30%, say this is like 25%, that matches pretty good with these. Not to say that would be the end of the bull run. I don't think a 95K Bitcoin is the top for this cycle, but it is to kind of paint the picture of only up is not the way this works. And even I'll say the bigger the pullbacks on the way up, typically the more gains we see, right? We talk about that concept of pulling the arrow back a lot. I think it's a good one. I think it's valuable. This is all just prefacing you. I'm not trying to scare you. Not trying to, I don't know, FUD. I'm not bearish. What I'm saying is we have seen in every cycle big, gnarly, usually quick. This is the slowest one we've seen. Pullbacks that stop out long leverage, get people bearish. Everyone thinks it's over, and it just then rips and melts faces. And it would not be surprising to see that happen again. I'm not calling for this. I'm just saying it's in the realm of possibility. And it's something that we should be aware of. Basically, ripping high leverage here may get you the tiniest bit of gain until you're stopped out, or maybe liquidated, even worse. Got to be careful. The upside is there in the bull market. You do not need to add tons and tons and tons of risk. Be safe. Let the market, let the tide lift you up with it. That's what I'm looking for. Now to balance out that bearishness, balance out that all too serious talk here that you didn't want to hear. Let's talk about moon targets. Let's fix it. Let's reverse course here. Talk about moon targets. Where do we think the cycle is going to peak? Earlier cycles clearly had higher highs, higher all-time highs, right? I didn't do this one in a while. 8K didn't hit it. What was this, like a 3 extension? Let's use our fib tool. Nope. 2618. Kinda. No, doesn't really fit well. That was not a good example. That's okay. We're going to keep going. Here we go. Using our fib tool and the same analysis that we pretty much always use on everything when it breaks all-time high from 2017 to 18. After we broke 20K, our 1618 extension gave us 61.7. Obviously, it went on to rally at 69K. That's about more than a margin of error. That's like 15% higher, but pretty good. Pretty close, right? Not perfect, pretty good. Doing the same thing here. Let's just look at it. What would we get? $173,000. I don't even know what I'll do. I'll be very sad. I'll be very surprised if we don't hit somewhere around that this cycle. This is like brain dead TA. There is no way to know where the cycle will top out. There will be a million con men along the way who will tell you they know. I know for sure where it'll top out. But guess what? After the top comes and goes, you better believe at some point they will just be like, I never said that. That wasn't it. And then they'll be like, I actually called the top, and it'll be a totally different number. We see it all the time, constantly. 173K. I don't think it's a bad target. I think this is a pretty good target. It's reasonable. I don't think that means sell all your Bitcoin if it hits. Though you got to make your own decisions. Nothing I say is financial advice. If that's what you're comfortable with, do it. But What I would interpret this as is if 173K comes and you've sold nothing, probably means take a little profit, right? It could be, it depends where you are in your life, if you need the money or not. You know, there's a lot of factors. That's why I can't give someone advice like that. It could be 5%, could be 25%, could be half, right? Could be anything. Whatever works for you. There is no one answer here. These fib extensions, while they do commonly hit really accurately, and sometimes we've seen them almost too perfect, they aren't the end all. They're just a guide. And they're a good reminder of, have you done this yet? If you haven't done it yet, do something, right? So that's my plan. Our fib extension up here, our measured move. This is the target that people now kind of will look at you weird if you say 300K. If I run around, say 300K on Twitter, Bitcoin's all-time high, people are going to say, Tom, you're just such a delusional perma bull, man. You always call too high, and they wouldn't be wrong. I usually do. But this is the target that I honestly think will happen this bull cycle. I was wrong in the last cycle. I certainly didn't think 69K would be the high. This is what I'm looking for. If 300K comes, I might actually sell some Bitcoin for like the first time ever. I just usually stack. I might take like the tiniest bit of profit at 173, but if 300K comes, I might sell a Bitcoin. I might take that 300K, buy a house. I don't know, something. Some of these numbers feel off to me. I wonder if BLX is a little goofy here. Either way, here's what I'm going to tell you. While I think that 95,000 before the end of the year is extremely confident, I don't think it is the end all. Maybe that's where we see our first retracement. If it isn't, bet your bottom dollar that we'll see a retracement at some point. Whenever, wherever it is, it'll come, and be prepared, because that's typically going to be the only opportunities. Bull market usually just up leaves you behind. Does not give you the sauce. All right, I was ranting. I didn't plan on doing it. Thank you guys for putting up with me. I saw the messages going. I saw subscribers. I was just in the zone, man. What's up, Profit 9302? Making that subscriber count roll over. I appreciate you. Abdullah, what's up, bro? Luca, Noman, Matu. You got some good names. If you're new here today, put a message in the chat. Tell me you're new so I can welcome you to our bullish fam. We've been on YouTube 5 years, live streaming. We'll be on, I'd say, at least 5 more. We'll see. If Bitcoin hits like 10 million or something, you ain't going to be seeing as much of me. I'll probably just come visit you all. Just fly house to house like Santa. And just give your children little ledgers with like some Bitcoin on them. I can be Bitcoin Santa. That's my real dream. But good thing you found us. You should join our Discord so you can keep up with our content. We're live here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 p.m. East, putting out educational trading videos about every other week. We have a beautiful free playlist. You'll notice a theme. Everything on this channel is free. I don't accept money to shill projects to tell you to buy Elon's dick hamster coin or something because they gave me 50 grand of it, and I tell you just to tell you that, and then I sell it on you and you all get wrecked. We don't do that. We don't do that. We do, though, keep the channel floating with the affiliate links in the video description below. And if you sign up using them, you'll get access to our exclusive private group in the Discord. Who do I got? Tyson or Paul? Yeah, I'll do that prediction. Man. That'd be a good poll. That'd be actually a really good poll. You give chart ideas calls, kind of like the shill lifer. I mean, do I give chart ideas and calls? I am a technical analyst. I'm a trader. Honestly, first and foremost, I'm a holder, stacker. But do I do that? Yeah. We talk about charts. Technical analysis is my passion, man. I always make it very clear that this is my analysis. It is not financial advice. This is how I see it. And what I want you to do is never just copy me. I don't want you to just look at a trade and say, Tom said this, I'm going to take that trade. What I want you to do is to look at what I present, because I've spent years doing this. Does not mean I'm always right, but I've spent years doing this. And what I want you to do is to take whatever value you can from what I say, outside of just blindly copying what I do. Do not do that. Say it every day almost. You got me off track, bro. Got me off track. You got me. Have I really been watching you for 5 years now, Peckham? Yeah, you have, buddy. We started in 2019. We have seen bear markets, bull markets, and sideways markets. And we're going to see more of them. We're going to see a lot more of them. Changing your name to Mr. Wrecked? Nah, Mr. Days, you were, you asked about Doge like last night. I think Doge, you didn't get wrecked. I'm going to add my favorite trend line to this, and then we're going to take some requests. We're going to look at the things that were moving in the beginning. Shill you. All right. Tony Rosas. I don't know how to shill a person. Something Tony Rosas. There you go. I shilled it. You think it'll make it past 30 seconds in the first round? So Tyson, man, Tyson versus. Well, let's be real. Let's start with facts. Everybody hates Jake Paul. Everyone wants to see Jake Paul get his teeth knocked out, myself included. I am not a violent person, but I would love to see his smug face just get rocked by Tyson. I think you can all agree. But Tyson is not a young man anymore. I wouldn't fight Tyson. Tyson would whoop my ass. I'm not trying to say that like anything like that. Tyson would beat me to a pulp. But he's not a young man anymore. This is an important part too. I don't think that Tyson would fight in a rigged match. So I don't think it's rigged. I think there's some WWE kind of fanfare going on with it. But I don't think Tyson would be willing to do that. Here's the real thing. We're going to get to see Tyson fight again. Probably never going to see him fight again. Probably not. This fight realistically is going to be a bunch of glove tapping. Let's be real. If anything spicy happens, it'll be amazing. We'll all be so happy. But like, it's probably going to be a bunch of dancing around. Like, I don't think Jake Paul is going to like really get in there and get rocked by Tyson. I hope Jake Paul loses. That's what I'm saying. I would love to see that smug smirk. As a fellow YouTuber, if I started boxing, I hope that you guys also would like to see me get rocked by Tyson. So that's fair. It's a fair way to do it. I love this trend line. I could stare at this trend line all day. Your local porn shop told you to watch me? You got a great porn shop, my friend. Is ETH dead? Nope. ETH's following the course, man. Wow, so many with under 50% or under 50% what? Calling out lifer, I wasn't. I just read a message there. I love Sammy. You don't have to love any of the people I love. To be fair, I used to also love Ben Armstrong. I just love Big Boy. That was a long many moon ago. Many moon. I'm just a loving person, man. I want to see the best in everybody. Sammy has greatness in him, though. He's a good person. Analysis on Dick Hamster Coin, please. What's up, Goonie? Who said they're new? Doge, it's called. We'll look at Doge. Not, bro. I got you, Armin. We'll look at not. Let me see. Ben's Chairs here. What's up, bro? Aaron Percival, you just left. Jacob. Ace of Hearts, Alchemist. 𝐂𝐴LXO_CRYPTO. You're my favorite upcoming YouTuber, 𝐂𝐴LXO_CRYPTO. Do not tell any other upcoming YouTubers that. Bad Baptist, my boy. By the way, guys, in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown, we are going to have a chillin', drinking, a little smoking night, starting 8 p.m. East. It's 1:41 p.m., so like 6.25 hours from now. Open invite. Everybody invited. Just join. You don't have to do anything. You have to verify when you join the server. That's it. Friendly reminder, I'll never DM you on any platform. If anyone ever DMs you with my PFP or name, they're scamming. But it's open invite. You guys should join. It'll be fun. Good vibes. It's going to be a good time. What's up, Boss Up Charger, Carlos Merso, Crypto Soothsayer, Crypto Arrow, Crypto Military Vet, my friend, Crypto Stevo, Daniel Jackson, Derek Merrill, Dave Kane, Dave P, David Gurashalvali. I'm bad at names. D Mello. You'd think I get better at it. Demasch, Dennis, other Dennis, Digital Asset Degen, Dog at Eric J, Hazaz, Janix, Jeffrey, Stonesfur, Jimmy with the stimmy. I need some of that stimmy money. I hope they start printing stimmy checks again. I don't want another pandemic. I just want stimmy checks. JP Mulder, Justin Machek, Kareem. What's up, Kareem? Crunk, Lars Larson, my favorite wizard. Lily XX, M Stone. What's up, bro? Maddox, what's up? Marco, Marky Mark, Martin, Maves, MGTO by the Logic, Mikal, Mr. Meaner, Mr. Pump-A-Lot, Mr. Days, Mr. Moon, Mr. Jake the Snake, Nick, Nima, No Name, One with Nature, Patrick, Paul O'Boyle, Paul Wood, Free Will, Piano Ebo, R Pink. We got a lot of names today. I feel like the vibes are back. We only have 800 viewers is good, but like, got a lot of chatters. I feel like the energy is good. The energy is good. That is good. I like that. You know why? It's because none of us have slept. Has anyone really had a good night of sleep in like a week? Be honest, you haven't. Ricardo Rosa, Rui, Seek and Hunt, Sergio, my friend, Sheldon, Silent, Sir Munchalot, Smokin' Woken. That's a great name. Spanky X, Stephen S. Studio, 388, Taru Gato, Tex Hex, The Goonies, I'm almost done, The Pickle, Tillin, my boys, Thomas J, Tony Rosas, the man that I was shilling earlier, Ulrich White. Ulrich, you want to know something cool? Maybe this will inspire others here to achieve the greatness of Tom Crown Fannery. Oh, it doesn't work on desktop. That's really annoying. I can't request the mobile site either. That's lame. I can't show you. Maybe I'll show a picture of it in the Discord. YouTube added a new section in our analytics, and it's like top fans. And you're like White. You're always there, brother. I see you. Up and Run. Valkyr. Here Hoofden Floofen watches. What's up, bro? Web Dev Newbie, you're back, man. I see you in other streams. Now you're back here. Good to have you. Wick. William Gogas. And just Yup. The mystery man. Who I definitely don't certainly know who it is. Chris Pax. What's up, my friend? You know what, Chris Pax? Chris, you have been blowing up. Don't tell Alexo Crypto. I'm gonna shill you both. I don't shill coins. I don't shill projects. I shill Bitcoin. It'll be real. And from time to time, I shill Litecoin a little, but not so much lately. Let me throw both your channels up here, man. Let me throw them both up here. First, Alexo Crypto. He was in the chat earlier. Shout out to this man. 4.2 thousand subscribers. Not nearly enough. Now we need to get those numbers up. Good dude. And then Chris Pax, 13K. So a little higher up there. Dude, I've been seeing your streams, bro. Congrats. This man loves Doge. You know, Doge and Litecoin are best buds. They're merge mind. Your streams have been killing it. Well done. You've been pulling numbers. You should feel proud. All right, back to the good stuff. Bitcoin Santa. I'm going to give Chris Paxi here the wrench because he does not have a check yet. He needs the wrench so impersonators can't pretend to be him. All right. You shill Bitcoin. Right on. Right on. I like you. Shib chart XRP. We'll get into the alts. Talk about Bitcoin hitting 95K before possible retrace. Do you think it's solved for result into sellers rotating into altcoins? You know, we don't tend to see that. We do not tend to see that. This cycle, though, while a lot of things have been very similar or very different, a lot of things are really similar. I've gone over it many times. When to expect a rotation into alt, all you need to look at is Bitcoin dominance. Right now, I would say, you shouldn't be expecting it quite yet. Doesn't mean your alts can't run. We're about to look at ADA, XRP. Doesn't mean your alts can't run in dollars. Or even technically ADA is running against Bitcoin. But it's not a just statistical good bet given any random alt right now. When dominance shows weakness, that's going to be a good signal to look for alt positions. You may say, well, but it's higher in dollars now. Yeah, that's true. That is true. You might have missed the bottom on the dollars. But you're probably getting in that value and you're probably going to see really good upside. There's no guarantees, of course, but this is what you're looking at. Dominance hasn't chilled yet, which is very weird. It's extremely odd. There are factors in play like ETFs, US regulation, many things that may be influencing this, but it's odd because it doesn't fit the previous cycles. Right here, 2020 in December, Bitcoin broke 20K, new all-time high. Dominance topped out with it, roughly, maybe it was a little bit after. And then alt season began. Dominance dropped. Alts went nuts, right? Here we are, I want to say, we broke it like a week or two ago. Dominance still moving up. Very different. Very different in that sense. I have been speculating that we may see as high as 70% Bitcoin dominance. Lord knows. The only thing we can't see is 100%. That's the only thing off the table. Just mathematically. But that's a chart to be watching for sure. I wish I would have gotten into this. Total crypto market cap did break a new all-time high and it looks hella bullish. I wish I'd gotten into this instead of quite as much rehashing Bitcoin move. Total, this is going to be another great indicator in this bull run. When total hits 6.3, 7.2 trillion, somewhere in that range, you haven't taken any profits yet, maybe think about it. Maybe that'd be a good reminder, right? Set this on TradingView. This chart functions or flows so much smoother than Bitcoin. You look at the extensions, they're almost perfect. You look at where total market cap falls to, last cycle perfectly back to the previous all-time high. Fun fact, you can go back and watch the streams. We were pointing this out and literally was one of the big factors in me going long in January of 2023. It had hit this and it just never went back. That points to that 6.3 to 7.2 trillion. Fun little thing. Finally broke though. Cryptocurrency as a whole just entered the bull market. Bitcoin entered it a while ago, technically in March. But cryptocurrency as a whole just entered the bull market. Great chart to watch. What were we going to look at? We're going to look at a lot of stuff. What about the new Litecoin meme? Oh, shit, Dennis. So I did talk about Litecoin. I wish I had said this at the beginning of the stream, guys. So really, really important. They got somebody controlling the account. I honestly think it's Greg. It just sounds like Greg. It's funny as hell. But guys, the Lester thing. So I'm going to show Lester their new mascot. I will say one thing. This mascot is pretty horrifying. However, it's horrifying. However, it is named Lester, but there's many coins now. The same way if I tweet like, I don't know, some specific sentence, maybe like some meme coins pop up, right? And I even saw articles that said, I just typed in Lester instead of Litecoin, that said that the Litecoin Foundation was related to these coins on Solana or something. They are not. There is no Lester coin by the Litecoin Foundation or the Litecoin account or anything. They're just scammers. A lot of them you'll find that you can't sell them. They have like selling disabled. Here it is. You know, another piece of like maybe conspiracy here on it being Greg is Greg was the one to make this mascot. This is it. Tell me that's not absolutely horrifying. I love it. Why? Honestly, bros, Litecoin, I've held it forever. I've taken so much shit. A lot of you have watched me take shit from other influencers more and more and more over the year. And honestly, at some point, they just stopped giving me shit because like nobody cared about Litecoin. This is the first time in that awful, painful time that Litecoin has been fun and entertaining for me in many, many years. And so I ain't taking no shit for this. I think it's funny. But the important part, there is no Lester coin on Solana that has anything to do with Litecoin. It is just your classic scammers and bots, and do not buy it. I can't give you financial advice, but you almost certainly will lose your money if you buy it. Many of them, you can't sell them. It's like locked or whatever. Pull liquidity, whatever it is. Don't do it. I looked into this. I actually reached out to the Litecoin Foundation personally to get that answer. Because I was like, if that's real, I'm going to maybe buy a little bit. Just because I haven't bought any meme coins, and that sounds really degen. They're like, nah, bro, that's none of that is us. And I was very glad to hear that because I was like, man, is Litecoin now grifting? Are they grifting? No, they're not grifting. Rest easy. What's up, Irina? Ricard Pearson, Nick, Peanut Price, says Lily. We'll look at Peanut. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, smash that button. If you haven't hit the like button, tickle the like button. Give it a little copy. We'll look at Peanut. I'll pull it up. That's my promise to you. I'll pull it up. The problem with Peanut here is that this hasn't traded long enough to have any real analysis done. That's the problem. We'll look at it. I'll give you anything I can, everything I can. But let's look at, you know what? We were just talking about Litecoin. Let's see Litecoin. Really, really quick. The dollar chart, it's doing a little bit. A lot of people are upset about the Lester thing, the memeing thing. That green candle, though, was like perfectly correlated with that account becoming funny. So to say, I don't know, it's a bad thing, to date, it's working. We only have 24-ish hours, maybe 40 hours of this, so that might not age well. But to date, it's working. Pump my bags, Lester. Pump them. Litecoin, you can see corresponding move here, finally getting a little bit of momentum, finally doing a little bit of something. I actually really do like this chart though. I've always liked the chart, but I have actually talked a bunch of shit on the chart for a while because it looked bad. This is a solid, rock solid climb, bro. Rock solid. Nice expansive move. Pull back to 75. This was your major resistance. Pull back to 75. Stop longs, wick below. Close the day above. Little taste there again. Bullish engulf. Close high. Already today, it has come back to that previous resistance. If Litecoin holds above 80 into this daily close, $100 target seems pretty reasonable, pretty quick. Certainly not my top call for like, you know, the end of the bull market, but $100 seems really not far away if you can just get a good close here. I think it will. No one's been talking about it. If it's ever had any momentum kind of out of nowhere, it's right now. Let's piggyback off that. ADA. A lot of the ADA people are mad at Benjamin Cohen. That's wild to me, dude. Benjamin Cohen doesn't give an F about ADA. He doesn't hate ADA. He probably hates Litecoin more than ADA, to be honest. He's talked mad shit on in the past. He just does charts and stuff, man. I don't know. Anyway, ADA, pull in numbers here. I will admit, even I was not liking this chart. It has pulled itself up just out of Valhalla, man. Last week closed 50% up against Bitcoin. The more time that goes on in this bull market, the more you're going to understand why this is important. Absolutely. This is going to become so important. If you never looked at these, get used to them. Absolutely blasting, dude. Let me see. Beautiful here on the day, coming back to previous support, blasting through. Coming back to previous support, finding support, now looking to close above November 9th. ADA versus BTC, I think, has a incredibly reasonable shot at moving to about 1,000 sats. I tweeted about it today. I have ADA, I have skin in the game, but I'm not like buying it I'm not buying it, making that trade. This chart just looks like it wants to move back to 1,000 sats. I'll show you exactly why. Boom, right here. Go into the quarterly. I'm going to take these off because I realized that's why my neck was hurting the other day. The headphones are heavy, and like after a while, my neck starts hurting. Go into the quarterly. Right here. You can actually even zoom out. This is visible on higher time frames. Is it the year? No, it's not the year. It's the 6 month. If you're an ADA fan and you need some hopium, bro, crack open the ADA BTC chart. Go to the 6 month. You have a bearish order block right here, directly above a bullish order block that sent you nuts. Bearish order block. Inefficiency down. Wick low. You're holding the 6 month open. This was unheard of, man. This was just moving down forever. Flipped green in the course of a week. What happened there? Think of the story. I don't know, anyone trading this was short. They all got trapped in one move. You have nothing ahead of you until it's 942. You got nothing above you to that order block. This is a magnetic part of the chart. When you have that set up, you almost always, and caveat, no such thing as always, almost always, see price return to there. Go into this 3 month, the quarter, wrapping it up in a month and 16 days. Same thing. You found support here, lower high, you fell inefficiently. Look at this candle. There's no wick on the top or bottom. It spent 3 months just going down. The candle bodies began to shrink, selling momentum, starting to hit bids, losing momentum. Last quarter closed 5%. That is a big slowdown of momentum. You hit that pump. Here you are. You got nothing. I think it has a really good shot at that. What does that mean for the dollar pair? That's a harder thing to say. If Papa Corn keeps rallying, that probably puts ADA back at a hefty price, probably a higher price than you can see on this chart. If Papa Corn decides to hit 95K in Retrace, maybe that means you spend a little time sideways. Maybe that means, I don't know, you come back to like previous support, maybe 618. I don't know what lines up here. You back down to like 50 cents, something. But either way, this looks like it has begun its ascent, in my opinion, back to all-time high. You need a strong close on the month. We have to close above like 65-ish cents. But as we zoom in, you're going to see that doesn't seem very difficult, provided the market remains stable for the next few weeks here. ugly AF. It looked like distribution. I was bearish on it. Out of nowhere candle. God, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth audio, and as such, users will experience buffering. Dude, I am so triggered. It was perfect. I had to mess with it right before it went live. I had to mess with it, dude. It was perfect. It was stable. Story for another day. Hopefully it's not too bad. Is it bad? Is anyone like, is it unwatchable, glitchy? Okay now? Yeah. Oh. It's okay. I'm going to keep going because I'm in the zone. I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are feeling good. I 100% promise I will have this issue fixed by Monday. We will never have this issue again. Promise you. I'm going to rip my ISP a new butthole, and I'm going to spend a bunch of time in between then and now fixing this. So don't worry. Now we have over 1,000 viewers, man. They're coming in. They're coming in. They're feeling the good energy. They're seeing the charts. They're seeing the calls. And they're coming in, and YouTube's shutting it down. New to the channel, bro? Liquidation guru? I promise it's not that bad usually. Cheers, though. Good to see you, man. That trend will break down? Certainly, man. Certainly. All moves up are followed by moves down. All moves down are followed by moves up. Yeah, that's not a hard call. I think ADA has some spice, though, dude. Wait till we get down to the day. You have to use indicators. At this point, indicators aren't going to really have the same value. I feel like oscillators and indicators have the most value in a sideways ranging market, in a chop market. In a trending market, like we've seen Bitcoin, they're all just going to say up. So I think what we do is, instead of relying on them, though they have value, and probably on even lower time frames are going to have more value, but on these big ones, what we do is we just make it simple. We look at support, we look at resistance. We get those from high time frames, and when we see a move like this, ADA is doing it right now. We just look upwards and we say, where is the next resistance? Where is the next liquidity? For ADA, that's at 81 cents. That's already breaking. Like, that's crazy. 65-cent close today. I think you get 81 this weekend. Beautiful flag moving to the upside. 81 cents is where it gets very spicy, though. That was your March high. Not a lot of coins. We were talking about this a few weeks ago. Not a lot of coins have done that. A lot of them seem to be doing it now, at least. Break 81, and what do you have above you? I would say an easy argument would be $1. $1, very easy argument. I'm sure you can find that horizontal somewhere. After that, I don't think you have that much. I don't think there's going to be that much in the way until all-time high, at least. You could probably view it as a range like this. Resistance. I don't think you have that much to all-time high. Where was I at? I'm losing my train of thought because, I don't know, just because. It's Friday. Went to the gym, got a lot of work done. In the zone, we have our, we're going to be chilling on Discord after the live, at 8 p.m. East today, so in a few hours. I guess something to keep an eye on and to keep in mind, right, is ADA did put in a new all-time high in 2021. Many coins in its time did not. In fact, not many, most. Litecoin didn't. XRP didn't. Ethereum did. Ethereum is one of the only ones I can name. I would love to say $16 ADA, right? I'd love to say that. But I don't think I can. I don't think I can. What I think I can say is a $5 ADA. Not crazy. Not a crazy concept. We're talking peak bull market. Bitcoin, or total market cap is at like 7 trillion. Like, everything's pumping. Bitcoin dominance dumped long ago. $5, that seems reasonable. Considering it's at 66 cents right now, that's not bad. Let's see what this would be. 122% high to high, 60% high to high. That's not bad. Let's get a little more bullish. If we just apply the same high to high, $7, that's reasonable. We're very far away from there. Please do not buy never buy based on what I say. But please do not buy right now thinking $7 is coming soon. Like, we're talking maybe the end of 2025 is when logically we'd see a peak bull run. We're very far. This could just go sideways, go down and trade sideways for a long time. That is not a good move. We're just exploring here. I think ADA looks awesome. We need to see 81 cents break. Retake March's high, and I think you're back at $1 very quickly. I think at that point you will see ADA BTC at 1,000, and this is going to be the trick, or the thing to watch for. And we're going to move on from ADA. This is going to be what to watch for. If this plays out the way I think it does, if ADA rejects from 1,000 sats the same way it did back here, right? Went up to 1,400, moved down to 400. If it rejects there, I think that high, that top comes down a lot. If it blasts through 1,000, that's going to be the useful thing. If it blasts through 1,000 sats, moves towards 1,100, it's ahead of the game. I think it's moving back to its all-time high quickly. Train. DGB, oh my God. Dude, Mr. Pump a Lot, if you tell me look at DGB and it's not pumping, I'm gonna come to your house and slap you. I have so much DGB still, and if you get me excited, bro, and it's not, DGB's pumping. All right, let's get DGB. I know I told you guys we would like do stuff, but I guess I lied. We're just gonna kind of be ADD today. We're just gonna be ADD. Wow, the first green candles in forever. Let's go. Let's go. Probably not the like most craziest kind of thing here ever. Like, I'm not going all in. I'm not buying more DGB. This has been the same price since the goddamn most of you started crypto in 2018, 2017. DGB though, finally with a bullish engulf quarter. Last time this happened was literally in the same quarter last year. The parallels are remarkable. In that quarter, it returned to what I'll say is the resistance for that year. Let's apply that same logic. Let's be conservative because this has hurt me too many times. 1.5 cents, 1.8 cents. Following along a lot of that same logic as many things. I think that's reasonable. Do you think that's reasonable? I guarantee you out of the 900 people here, like 30 of us know what this is. The rest of them are like, well, I don't know that thing. That chart looks trash. Looks fried, bro. 1.5 cents. Break that, and then we'll talk. I'm not ready to love again, DGB. I'm not ready to open my heart quite yet. I haven't sold any of you. I'm not ready to love yet. Mega Giga Chad. What's up, Nathan? Polygon. Even Fartcoin chart is better, bro. Don't gotta tell me. Apparently, I love bags that never move. Thank you for bringing that to my crap. Hold up. We'll do ETH next. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, though. It's good to see those move. No wonder everyone's freaking out about ETH. I was saying this about ADA, and that was a big part of my reasoning as to kind of why I think it will continue. I was saying all-time high tomorrow. But I just put ETH dump in the title. I was talking about Bitcoin pairs. A lot of you probably not familiar, and there's reason to not be familiar now. Anyone who was here from like 2017 and doesn't know this, you've been sleeping, bro. I don't know how you made it this far. Anyone from like 2021 on, you probably have really never seen these outside of like, I don't know, you watch our channel. Benjamin Cohen talks about them. There's not a lot of G's left talking about these. This is why I have remained bearish on Ethereum. This is why I sold a lot of my Ethereum at 4,000 in March. I probably will still regret that someday. ETH versus BTC is showing us, though it has been going up. I'll have to see if it went up today. Probably did not. Though it has been going up at least a little in dollars, it has been bleeding forever against Bitcoin. That does not give it a good prospect. Does not give it a good prospect here. However, if you're freaking out, people are saying, is ETH dead? No, ETH isn't dead, bro. It looks very reasonably to be mimicking almost every other coin in its time. It was really an exception. The fact that it broke its all-time high in dollars in 21, this was the exception to the rule. And I know this is like what a lot of you came into the space with. It's your Bitcoin kind of, but it kind of looks like it's just following the course that almost everything else has followed. I don't think you want to sell, and not financial advice. Don't give financial advice. I don't think though, put it this way, if I hadn't sold my ETH, I wouldn't be selling it right now. I think you're closer to the bottom, or at least the local bottom on the ETH BTC pair than you are the top. I think if you sell now, you're going to see this bounce. It might not go to all-time highs, but I think you see it bounce. On the quarter, this is a seemingly a great time frame for these pairs. ADA quarter also gave us some insight. We have a almost, I call it an order block, still an order block. Order block from 2019-20. This is the only support. This is actually a logical move here as there were no bids. I'll show you why. It's actually a logical move since we see very little bidding going on in this pair. You moved up. This is the only support that you painted on the way up from 2020 all the way up to 21, 22. You also found support here on the way down in 18. You bottomed. You interacted with that again. This is showing you that this is a level where there is liquidity. That's the easiest way of putting it. After this order block painted, it went just up almost 100% against Bitcoin, topped out. The merge happened, which I still believe was sabotage to the ETH chain. And this inefficiency is just being filled in. We see that all the time in charts. When something moves in one direction and just one direction, the piper almost always gets paid. I'd say 9 times out of 10, you see it return to the last point of efficiency. For Ethereum BTC, that's right here. For YouTube, that would be not receiving enough video. Screw you, YouTube. You're a jerk, YouTube. Maybe if no, I'm not going to play the closing stuff game. That never works. But here we are. We've sold off. You failed to find enough bids. You're at that point. You're at the order block. You have a very high statistical chance, don't make an order until I finish the sentence, of bouncing here versus literally any other given value that you've seen over basically this whole year. I'll say over the whole year, maybe dating back to almost exactly October 2023. Statistically, you had almost no chance of bouncing. Now you do. I think that's why the panic sell here is going to bite you in the butt. That bounce, though, I don't think brings it to all-time high. I think that bounce is likely just a retracement. This is probably a solid spot to look if it does at all. There's no way to know, obviously, until it starts, like 0.05. That's pretty big, though. This could be like when dominance drops. When FBTC bounces, that is almost certainly going to be maybe the driver of Bitcoin dominance falling, showing weakness, and leading into alt season, right? It'd be like a 50% gain. That would be a very strong bounce in dollars. No way to know, no way to guarantee. I sold my Ethereum, where was it? I don't know, like around here, around 0.005. I think a lot of people that got out of it did. There's a likely liquidity there that wants to be tapped, even if you want to continue lower. Now, if no bids are found here on FBTC, you look to the bottom of that order block, and that's at 0.25. And interestingly, that's probably where even I would pick up a little bit of the Ethereum I sold. Honestly, I'm going to be a dick and just like not rebuy it for the most part, unless I see like 0.1s, mostly because I saw 0.1s for a while when I started trading, and I want that price. But there you go. As opposed to, I'll say you had one, as opposed to any number between wherever it started, 0.8 and 0. We've used TA. This is a big value. It's not to tell the future. It's not to win every trade. But we've used TA to narrow down where we would look for a bounce. And we've narrowed it down to higher probability spots. It could, in theory, bounce anywhere. But charts do tend to follow this kind of analysis closer than most of it. Man, I was ranting about ETH for a while. I haven't given ETH any time of day lately. If you look at the dollar pair, if you follow this channel, guys, you were, for I don't know how long, I said I think Ethereum is going to move to 3,300 and then it's going to retrace. That was before this green candle. I didn't think it would go this way, like straight up, but I said 3,300. We've got inefficiency here. Volume going to be filled in. So far, you're just down to 3,000. That's only a 10% move from 3,300. From the actual high, 13%. That's not the end of the world. Even though FBTC is getting absolutely hammered, it's only down 10%. ETH isn't dead. Like that's such hyperbole, crazy talk. Like that is the kind of panic that's going to get you wrecked in this market. 3,000 or just under 3,000 to 2,900. Let's see. Is this from the month? Not from the month. Is it from the quarter? Can't be from the quarter if it's not on the month. What is it from? The week? Ah, from the week. Here we go. Yeah. You have support right here. You painted a very inefficient move. We were just talking about that in the BTC pair. You're paying the piper. That's it. It's not a big deal. You have two supports that I could look to trade, and I may actually take a trade on one of these. And that'll be 2,930 and 2,750. These are both higher probability bounces than, let's just say right here. 3,000 is psychological number. I mean, there's something there, better than 3,100 or something. But those are both going to be decent spots to look, maybe for a scalp. Who knows what's going to keep happening. But the reason I look to 2,927 and not 3,000 is the structure we see before it. This is very efficient, ugly price action. We had lower highs. We had a flat bottom. It broke. You broke straight down. You painted efficiency. You filled this in. Think of the chart as like a coloring book. You filled this in. You filled that in. Filled this in. Filled that in. You found support twice before you broke. Trapped orders there. What was I getting at? You have this kind of zone here that is not filled in. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 2750. That'd be a great bounce. That would look good. If it's about a 618 retracement, it's a golden Fibo. Beautiful. This would be like actually very healthy. Then probably something like this. It'd be very healthy. It'd be a very clean move. ETH's not dead. I am not a bull of ETH. I never have been. But it is not dead. I wouldn't panic sell personally. I think you get shots at higher numbers. Watch for the other BTC bounce. That's likely going to be a good guide as to when you might take some. If you want to get out of this, when you'd sell some. I would say right now you are likely, if you sold this moment, to see, well, these arrows. I think you're likely to see it move higher by the end of the year. So chill out. Damn, I haven't spent that much time on ETH in forever. Okay, Peanut, I got you, bro. Peanut has such limited, it really doesn't have much to work with from a technical point, from a chart point of view. When I look at something like Peanut, and you know, guys, this is not my jam. Not really a memer. Not a memer. But when I look at something like Peanut, I tend to not look at the chart as much because we don't have anything. If you want me to look at the chart and tell you things, the answer is going to be stuff you don't want to hear. That's the reality of it. You have just inefficiency. This has only moved up. It has not moved back. The only time it did anything in a pullback sense was the first few days it was traded on a centralized exchange. That gives you 14 cents as support. That's more than a 90% drawdown from here. I'm not betting on that. I'm not shorting here looking for 14 cents. But what I'm saying is the chart is not indicating anything to us of value or of substance until that number. And that's just an uncomfortable place to take a trade. You have watched this coin move 2,800%. Maybe it continues. You know, there's very little way to know. Maybe it continues. But the downside is likely outweighing the upside. That would be my honest opinion. So the way I approach these, if I want to invest in them, is a little different than a lot of things. I will just look at it. Do I want it? And then I'll just go to CoinGecko. And basically, is Peanuts? No, Peanuts market cap is not $4 million. That doesn't even make sense. This must not be the right Peanut. That's not the right one. I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. Why is there more than one? Because this is the world we live in. Here we go. Usually I'll go to CoinMarket. This is also not it. This is why I don't meme coin, bro. Because like you might have the highest, best alpha in the world, right? In the whole universe. And you're like, this is the best coin ever. What the hell is this? Why is it sponsored? But then I can't. Here it is. It's the first one. I'm dumb. And then you go to buy it and you buy the wrong one. Right. All right. The market cap is 1.7 billion. 1.7 billion. That is big, obviously. But in the realm of crypto right now, it's a kind of at the, I don't know, where you kind of see things slow down over $1 billion, I'd say. What I usually do is I just look at the market cap and say, how much do I want this? Okay. Realistically, where do I think this is going to go? That usually results in me going to the top 10 and saying, I kind of doubt it's ever going to be Ethereum size. Kind of doubt it's ever going to be Tether size. So to get to Tether's market cap, what would it do? You'd need almost 10, 100x or something. I don't know. I don't really think it's going to get to these values, 100 billion. I just look at the market cap and say, okay, I think maybe this can reach like a $10 billion market cap, which I'm not even saying about Peanut. That's a 10x. I'm going to put some small amount of money and I'm going to look to take profit at like a 10x. Maybe I'll just take a moon bag. I'll sell maybe half of it if it doubles, keep the rest of it, ride it to the wherever you think that it's going to go, flip Bitcoin, right? Or something. I just look at the market cap when the chart doesn't give me much. To be honest, in my view, this market cap's already too high for how little confidence I have in this chart. I have very little. Market cap's too high. It doesn't mean I couldn't buy it, but it does mean that if I do, I'm going to put such a small amount into this. Like, that number is going to be different for everyone, but I wouldn't even put 1%. I wouldn't put 1% of my portfolio in this. I don't even know if I'd put 0.1% of my portfolio in this. Maybe I'll put $100 in it, right? And then I really won't worry about taking profit. I'll just let it ride. Then maybe I get to gloat about it if it does well. If it goes to zero, then I lost $100. I'll live. That number will be different. If you're just starting to invest, maybe that number is $10. Maybe it's 5. Maybe it's 1. And be careful. There's just no way for us to really do anything. We could say, all right, if it breaks to the upside, I will look for these values using the Fib tool. $4. Cool. Maybe I'll look to take some profit there. If I want to front run it, 340. That's it. That's really all we can do. Maybe I buy $100 worth of it at 170 and then I sell 10% of it, or put limit sells at 340, put a limit sell for 10% of it at 4, 10% at 5, maybe do 10% at 6. Just something robotic, because this chart has nothing to offer us. I think there is more data on like Radium or whatever, but I ain't gonna bother. You're buying the top of a green candle. That's the moral of the story. And when you buy the top of the green candle, you gotta be prepared to watch it go down. That's really it. That's all she wrote. Crow back at 70 cents. Yeah, me too. Doge. What else are we doing? Do you trade meme coins? We got 82 votes. That's not a lot. 46% say yes. Wow, guys. We only have 82 votes, so this really isn't a big enough sample size to influence me. But only 9% never, 22% no. Gee. If we had 1,000 votes, this would be more compelling. That's weird. Why is it going from 108 to 90 to... That's weird. Vote in the poll. Because you guys know I don't. I have bought randomly some, but I wouldn't say I trade them actively. Double audio is on your end. Good. Thank God. But if our audience is half trading meme coins, bro, I probably should be catering to that a little more, shouldn't I? Doesn't mean I have to believe in it. Trades are trades. And I guess what do you consider a meme coin is going to be a big factor. Is Doge a meme coin? I've traded the crap out of Doge. Is Pepe a meme coin? I mean, I bought Pepe, sold some crap out of it. But like, I guess it depends. When I think meme coin, I think like micro cap. I think like maybe under 100 million, just like a degen YOLO. So basically, Peanut is just a FOMO coin that gets pumped by Elon. I mean, that's a good way to put it, but at the same time, consider the entirety of the meme sphere. I mean, most things don't even have like that. I don't think Elon's pumping Peanut. I think that's crazy. But like, what is the thesis for most meme coins, right? The answer is like really none. It's like, haha, funny picture. Like, haha, funny meme. If you are going to trade meme coins, which is fine, the motto of this channel has always been like, you do you. We want you to be successful. Be as successful as you can doing that. If you are going to trade them, guys, I hope you're not under the delusion. And of course, maybe Doge is an exception. Maybe Pepe is now an exception as well. Don't be under the delusion, though, that like you should hold these, you know, for years or something. Almost all of them are going to be worthless. I can tell you that right now, because every cycle, almost all the coins are worthless. And these coins, their whole value proposition is nothing, is that they're like worthless and it's funny, or it's a joke, or, you know, whatever. Get in, do whatever it is that you decide makes it good for you. Get in, set your take profits, get your principal out, and then do whatever the hell you want with the rest. You want to ride it to infinity, you want to round trip it, do it. But make sure you set those take profits, get your principal out. Do not hold them. Peanuts out of $1. If it goes to 90K like Bitcoin, I'll be, nah, dude, that's not how market cap works. SHIB will never be a penny. I'm sorry. You might think I'm a hater, but no, I'm just like a math lover. SHIB will never be a penny. SHIB will never be worth 90K. WIF will never be worth 90K. Look at the supply. The bigger the supply, the lower that flat number is. Bitcoin, obviously the biggest market cap. Almost nothing with the 21 million supplies is going to be worth 90K in maybe our lifetimes. We'll see. We'll see. BCH laughs in hyperinflation. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Why did you time out that person for asking BCH? Yo, Steve-O. I guess they asked a lot about it. Steve-O, brother, I do appreciate you. I know that you're just trying to help. Don't time people out, bro. Unless they're being like racist or, I don't know, sexist or screaming about politics. If they're screaming about politics, you can. Yeah, don't time people out. Or if they're just spamming and it's the only message you can see, then you can time them out. But it's okay. We need that engagement, bro. We need them sending messages. It helps push the algorithm. Understood, brother, but it's good. Unless it's like destroying the chat, let it go. Because the more messages people send, the more engagement we have, the more YouTube shows this. Tyson or Paul, baby. I'm praying for Tyson. I think it's going to just not be that interesting of a fight, honestly. LTC now identifies as a meme coin. True that. Truth. I appreciate it though, Steve-O. I appreciate you. I know you're just looking out. That's the thing I don't like. The one thing I don't like about YouTube live streaming and the moderator setup is that YouTube doesn't give us a way to communicate with the moderators like directly on the platform. Like if you're a moderator, there's no like little moderator chat, which would be awesome. So I could be like, hey guys, this is like, when I give you a wrench, this is what I expect. This is what I want you to do. There's no way to do that. So it's very kind of janky. Everybody does their best, but in general, if it's not ruining the live chat, just let it go. As long as it's not, you know, hate speech and shit. It's good. It's good. It's good. What about Beam? Get them to join the Discord chat instead. True. Even that's difficult, man. Even that can be difficult to get everybody in the Discord chat. We're going to look at XRP and then we can look at some more crap. I will peek back in at Doge. Hold up. I will peek back in because I don't think I had an alert go off or anything, but I do. Okay, good. Nothing happened. ADA, XRP, Litecoin, MPC we might look at. Mostly because I bought some. I told you guys I was going to buy some after we charted it. I did, and that buys up like over 100% Let's look at XRP though, because this is actually interesting to me. Got to learn how to do TA. Join the Discord, kids. That's right. Discord.gg/TomCrown. Jump in there. It's free. You'll get into our exclusive private trading group in that Discord if you just sign up with any of the links in the video description below. And there's actually a lot more in the Discord if those ones aren't to your fancy. You know what? While we're at this topic, we're going to do XRP and we're going to do some memes. While we're at this topic, guys, if you're new here especially, and if you're not, you weren't aware of this, we have, in my opinion, obviously, the best, I am biased, I'll let you decide, the best free crypto trading course, technically applies to everything, on YouTube. 24-ish, I think we have 24 lessons out. I have 4 of them that are just queued up, ready to publish. We put them out every 2 weeks, covering all kinds of topics, man. These are like 5 minutes to 8 minutes. They're not long. They're beautiful. They're to the point. There's no bullshit. Check them out. I even have set up now a playlist that is those videos, but there's less, and it's for beginners, and I've structured them in a way where I think that people getting into crypto or getting into trading will digest them better. Check them out. They're great. Little self-shill. Gave up on XRP? Yeah. I bought some at 50 cents. I don't know when now. I'll look for that tweet. Like $1,000 of it, like 50 cents. I mean, that's up. But like, honestly, at that point, you probably could have bought anything when I bought it at 50 cents and it'd be up about the same. Let's take a look. XRP blasted through 81. I think that's what we were looking at yesterday or the day before. No, yesterday. I think we looked at it while we were doing the Chirp How, while I was moderating at the DRC. Beautiful order block at support, moved higher, moving higher again. When we are in this explosive, expansive time, our indicators can not be as helpful as they usually are. Probably very helpful all this time. Maybe not as helpful right now. We could look for divergence that are highs, but in reality, when the market is trending, all you got to do is just look up. If it's trending up, look down. If it's trending down, identify your macro supports and resistances. And for XRP, 94.1 cents. I'll tell you why right now. From its all-time high, or at least its 21 high, 94.1 cents is the exact golden Fibonacci retracement level, the 618. On top of that, you see price before it fell into the bear market react to that level and reject, make a big expansive move down, and then struggle really to get back to it. There was a FOMO-ish move. I don't remember which one this was. Jesus, one of them, where price exploded up in 23, reaching 94.1 and rejecting. That has been tested multiple times. That resistance is weakened, but it is absolutely undeniably a significant level on this chart. That is where I'd be looking in the short term. 94.1. If you break 94.1, chart gets spicier. I'm not gonna lie. Chart gets a lot spicier. I'm skeptical that it will. You have tested this twice. Since then, you put in a higher low. Maybe my skepticism is bias. Maybe I'm just so used to seeing XRP move sideways that I'm dismissing it. Maybe it's because I don't really like XRP. Maybe that's why I'm dismissing it. We all have our biases. This looks like a chart that is going to retest that level. And even if it rejects, it looks like it's going to put in another higher low. It's going to test it again, and it's going to look for higher highs. We don't have the full history here on Binance, unfortunately. Ooh, XRP BTC. I haven't looked at this. Almost, bro. Almost. So close to being spicy. If you're a big XRP fan or trader, I would set an alert on XRP BTC at 1184. You break that high, I think you're filling in a lot of this inefficiency. You're going to see a big, strong move back to this average, which is about from not 1,000 to 2,000, 100% move against Bitcoin. That's huge. That'd be huge. Where's the bigger history? Here we go. This is what I wanted. Maybe it is my bias. Binance charts can be deceptive. There's not enough history on them. 94.1. I would say 94.1 to $1. Very, very likely. You could easily reject there, like I said, move back maybe like 66 and kind of continue this game out indefinitely. If you break $1, probably looking to retest that 2021 high. You break that, probably looking to retest the all-time high. We'll see. Feels weird to even say it. But when these big moves resolve, and this is exactly what Litecoin looks like too. When these big moves resolve, that's when you get crazy. That's when you get the crazy moves, man. This has been forever. 3,000, almost like 10, what is it? 7 years. If this breaks to the upside and breaks its all-time high, dude, I don't even know where this will go. You can use our fib tool and say up here, I don't even know if I feel comfortable even getting close to that number. We can go up here, say 650, 13, things get crazy. Watch what happens here at $1. If it can break $1 and close above it, gonna get spunky. Gonna get real funky. Speaking of Bitcoin, I spent very little time post the beginning of this stream talking about it, and that's because I haven't been doing anything. I've been monitoring it kind of de facto. If you missed the beginning of the stream, we did some good stuff, especially if you're newer, I'd say the last few years in crypto. I'd check it out after the live. But I absolutely do not think the top is in. I don't, if 95 hits and something crazy happens, then I can be like, all right, the top might be in for a while. Not for the cycle, I don't think, but you know, I don't think it's like possible. God, no, I don't even want to say this out loud. I'll jinx it. I think an alien lands in my house and gifts me alien technology before Bitcoin tops out at 95K this cycle. There it is. So that way, if I jinx it, I get alien technology and then I won't care. I think if we are going to see the retracements we've seen of the past, this is a lot of the gist at the beginning. I think it's from 95K. It's right before 100K, right before retail. Shake out one last time. A logical place to look would be back to the previous high in March, 93.7. There's a gist. I recommend you go watch it though. It's good stuff. Genius shizzle. We in ALGO. ALGO. I did say that we're gonna look at ALGO. Touche. You ain't wrong, brother. It's 2:30. We've been live only an hour and a half. Nice. So here we go. Going off. I didn't look at this chart beforehand either. Going off what I've been saying here. When the market in crypto is trending, a lot of the analysis we use is not as helpful. What becomes very helpful in an uptrending market in crypto is major resistances above you. They should be, if you're not looking to hold through the cycle, those are the logical take profits. Occasionally they'll blow through them, it's just part of the game. There we go. Great example. ALGO. We have not looked at this in a while. Because this was looking bad. But in November, you've climbed up, you've broken your range highs, you back tested perfectly. Bro, Pickle, when was the last time we talked about ALGO? This would be interesting because it wasn't any of this. Perfectly back tested that resistance. I think that comes from the month. Not from the month, from the week. From the week. We were looking for this to break to the upside. It just faked us out one more time. From the week. Perfectly back tested it on the day. And now what are you doing? You're moving right to that next resistance, 1781 to the dollar. We'll say to the dollar. If it does not close above here on the day or on the week, maybe you look for it to retrace to the most recently painted support, 16 cents. If it finds support there, retest the high. What do? Say it with me now. You look for the next major upside resistance that will have been retaken at that point. I will say that's probably 25 cents. That's realistically like 25 cents. I could see this. However, even though that daily backtest was nice, if ALGO fails to close, we'll say the week, the month, whatever high time frame above 17.8, this is pretty inefficient. Actually, I didn't even notice this. Yeah, that goes all the way over. That's spicy. It goes all the way back. If you fail to close and you reject, 16 may not hold. And you may then go look to what? The next most support, 14.1. You can still see, this is kind of what we're looking at for Ethereum. You can still see that same move play out. You can still then retarget 26. Trading weirdly gets easier and harder when the market is trending, when it's bullish. It's different. The problem is once everything's at all-time high, it just becomes so difficult. It's easy to say up over and over and over again. Then you get wicked out, you get liquidated on big wicks, you get wrecked. You sell, you take profit at all-time high, keeps going, you buy back in higher, now you're not in profit. You would have been in more profit if you had done nothing. That's why I always say in the bull run, doing nothing is almost always the right choice. I think this chart looks way better than it has. Algo holders should rejoice. Absolutely rejoice. Let's see what happens here at this weekly close. You got 2 days and 5 hours. You have some inefficiency. This wick does make me a little more skeptical than I would be if there's no wick here. But see how this closes, bro. Algo holders maybe getting rewarded soon. I know AJ writes crypto. There it is. There she blows. I knew it was from something. AJ writes crypto has to be stoked. right here. Bearish order block on the way down. Build it in. Break through here. And yep, you're looking up here. 26.8. That's where it comes from. Boom. See how that plays out. Cheers, man. No matter what, if your coin wasn't a total rug, it may not go back to all-time high, but almost no matter what, it's going to see some crazy gains off the lows. Like if ALGO, this probably isn't the whole history, but if ALGO doesn't ever go back to its all-time high, it goes to 88 cents. That's still a 400% gain. That's huge. It goes back to its all-time high on whatever exchange this is. It's a 1,700% gain. It's huge. There's still big gains. Just got to position yourself right. Spicy Stream Friday. Ellery, it's been a while since we had one of these bad boys. Unfortunately, YouTube has been a crapper to us and has just continuously given us a bad feed. I don't know. I don't know why. This stream would have had double the viewers if I hadn't just freaking just had to mess with it. If I hadn't restarted my streaming software, I bet we'd have double the viewers. Every time it says it's not getting enough data, I swear it throttles you. It's been like every stream for a few weeks. I figured out why. I fixed it, but then I don't know what happened when I restarted the stream. The setting didn't change back. It just like didn't want to do it then. Beats me. Bitcoin long untouched. I haven't done anything. Up 6-7 grand. No change. Boola, boola, boola. Remember, guys, to keep subscribing if you're new, especially. Join the Discord. You can join us tonight at 8 p.m. East. That is less than 6 hours away. I will be on voice. You can talk to me. I mean, there'll be more people there, so it won't be like one-on-one. But like, we're in chat. You can bring, it's BYOB. Bring your own brews. Bring your own bowls. Bring your own, I mean, whatever, man. All I ask is everyone be respectful. And if you're not, I mean, I'll just ban you. It's fine. But everybody's invited. Should be a good time. We used to do these a lot. Vibe hasn't been right. I think the vibe's back. I think tonight's going to be a good time. Yesterday was a spooky close. Today, right back to yesterday's open. Right now, flirting with it. Right this second. Let's get rid of this. Yeah. Looking for that B in Gulf right here. 90.3 thousand US dollars. I can't even believe it, man. I've been waiting so long for this. Bitcoin heard I was bullish and started moving up. Get rid of all these lines. Get rid of all this. This looks good. I think this looks pretty good. Left, head, right. Higher, low, wick. I like this wick. Bullish engulf. Sideways up. I think we see an all-time high this weekend. What do you guys think? What's up, Sheldon Rodriguez? We just looked at XRP, my friend. By the way, Pickle, I did not expect you to keep timestamping. I do appreciate it. Shout out to Pickle for timestamping every single stream. He is a G. Good vibe going on right now. I know, dude. I know. I know. These days won't stay forever. And even on the way up, there's going to be painful days. I promise. There will be. So I got to enjoy it when they're here. Best part is, you join our Discord, subscribe here, start tuning in. It's like, you're joining a community full of OGs who are going to try, they can't force you, they're going to try to talk you off the cliffs. They're going to try to talk you away from the crappy mistakes we've made. And when it gets tough, which it will in the bull market, it will be. I'm sure a lot of you, the newer you are, probably the more stress you're feeling. There we go. Back to an engulf. Let's roll. When you have those spooky days, you're going to be like, it's over. I'm out. I'm going to sell the top. You're going to watch it go higher, but we're going to be there to say, bro, we've seen this before. This isn't unusual. Because that's usually the panic, I think, when you're new. You're like, this has never happened, right? It only goes up, and now it's going down. It must be over. We'll try to talk you off the ledge. We'll do our best. A lot of value there. Costs you nothing. If you want to pay us back, sign up with any of the links in the video description below or in the Discord. What's up, Dennis, my guy? Dennis knows. He's like, I'm in, bro. I'm in. Neil Boys knows. Ahmed knows. M-Dog knows. Alan Lim knows. I've missed a lot of super chats. I don't have my headphones on. So a lot of the time, like, I didn't hear it. There's no way for me to hear it. Let me see how many I missed. At least I'll shout out the super chatters. I can do that. Hold up. Well, I missed a lot of them. Never looked at not for Armin. Armin, I will say, I'll make you this promise, guys. If I miss your super chat today, Armin, looking at you, Dragon, probably looking at you. If you join tonight at Voice, if you join on Voice, I'll look at these charts for you. There you go. That's my promise. 90.5K, looking for that bullish engulf here in 4 hours. Not a coincidence that the voice chat party in Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown, starts at the daily close. We'll see if we have a good one. We got Lily's Peanut, Bluff City Breaks. Can we look at Moonwell? There's a shot you're still here. That was only a little bit ago. Yeah, look at Moonwell. What's up, Javi, dude? 4 Hour Labs. Oh no. Oh no. Well, it's filling the long here. Looking to come back, I guess. You broke your high. You broke your all-time high in Moonwell. I think you're just seeing a shakeout retracement. I think you still look for these targets. Uh-oh. I did not mean to change it. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I placed this. I still think this trade's okay. But sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder what I was thinking. Because this trade makes so much more sense. Like, I don't know what I was doing. This trade makes so much more sense. Weekly close. Why was it going high at the wick? I don't usually like long the wick high. Usually the candle close high. 5.7 cents. Certainly I like 5 cents more, but 5.7 cents that weekly close. I mean, this could very easily be a tap and run. If you lose 5 cents on Moonwell, this is the only logical point to look at. That is 3 to 3.5 cents. It's your order block on the way up. It's your only support you built. This doesn't really line up with anything. Kind of makes me think the top's not in on that. Got bear div at the high, whatever. Bear div. You're going to hear a lot of bear div. You're going to hear a lot of double top. You're going to hear a lot of crap as this bull market progresses. And let me tell you, the bull will not care. It will not care about any of it. It'll paint it the whole way up. And it'll just keep going up. Let's go, Biddy. Let's go. Pushing past that bullish engulf daily. Looking for a strong Friday. Just like this stream was a strong Friday. It was a good Friday. 136,683 subscribers. The most handsome, beautiful, smart, intelligent subscribers in the world. Well, 15-minute close. That's a no wick 15-minute close on Binance. Nice. I think this looks crazy bullish. All right, it's 2:45, my friends. We've been live an hour and 45. It's Friday. We're going to be doing our party in the Discord tonight at 8 p.m. East time. Everybody can join. We're going to call it here for the day. We're going to call it. It's been a great stream. I appreciate each and every one of you from tuning in. I think Bitcoin continues to move up. I think it's going to close above 9.3 or 90.3 on this day. I think we're going to have a good time tonight. It's going to be a nice bullish celebration. Jump in there, guys. Join the fam. I'll catch you there. I need to go do a few things. I need to eat. I need to chill my voice out for a bit. There we go. Still pumping. And also, I guess I need to get off the stream so that Bitcoin can rip because it does not like me watching it. Almost never runs when we're live. Virtually never. Yeah, nothing there. Good enough. All right, fam. I will catch you at the latest Monday. If we break all-time high this weekend, we might have a weekend stream. I can see that. Hopefully I see you guys tonight. Latest on Monday, 1 p.m. East. That's all for today, fam. Crown out.